Former President Barack Obama stepped back into the political arena. He delivered a powerful speech in Pittsburgh, his target audience, black men. Obama's message was direct. He challenged them to examine their support for Kamala Harris. Why? Because Harris is the first black woman to run for president. Obama sensed hesitation, a lack of the overwhelming enthusiasm he felt in 2008. His words were a call to action, a plea for unity. Obama's speech ignited a firestorm. Some praised his candor, his willingness to confront a sensitive issue. Others criticized his approach, fearing alienation of this crucial voting bloc. The debate underscored a fundamental tension. How do you navigate the complexities of race and gender in the political arena? Obama's words resonated deeply. They touched a nerve in the American psyche. His legacy as the first black president gave his statement weight. It forced the nation to confront uncomfortable truths about race, gender, and power. The stakes were high. The 2024 election loomed large, and the future of the Democratic Party hung in the balance. Obama's decision to address black men directly was a calculated risk. He gambled on his ability to connect, to inspire, to motivate. He knew his words would spark controversy, but he also understood the urgency of the moment. The 2024 election was too important to ignore the elephant in the room. Why did Obama choose this path? He recognized the historical significance of Harris's candidacy. He knew that black men, like all Americans, harbored biases, conscious and unconscious, and he believed that by confronting these biases head-on, he could help pave the way for a more just and equitable future. But the strategy was not without its risks. Some black men felt unfairly targeted, their loyalty questioned. They argued that their voting decisions were based on policy, not identity. Others worried that Obama's words would backfire, driving black men away from the polls. The debate over Obama's speech revealed the deep divisions within the black community and the country as a whole. It highlighted the challenges of building a multiracial, multi-ethnic coalition in an era of increasing polarization. Within the Democratic Party, reactions to Obama's speech were mixed. Some applauded his courage, his willingness to speak truth to power. They saw his words as a necessary wake-up call, a reminder that the fight for equality is far from over. Others expressed concern, fearing that Obama's directness would alienate black male voters. They argued for a more nuanced approach, one that acknowledged the complexities of race and gender without resorting to generalizations. The debate within the Democratic Party reflected a broader struggle. How do you balance the need for unity with the imperative for progress? How do you address the concerns of specific groups without alienating others? Some Democrats worried that Obama's speech would play into Republican hands, providing ammunition for those seeking to divide and conquer. Others argued that the party could not afford to shy away from difficult conversations about race and gender, even if it meant risking short-term political setbacks. Section 4. Black men respond. Diverse perspectives on Obama's message. Black men across the country grappled with Obama's message. Some resonated with his words, acknowledging the need for introspection and change. Others felt misunderstood, even betrayed. They pointed to the many black men who had already cast their ballots for Harris. The response underscored the importance of listening to and engaging with black men on their own terms. Section 5. A legacy of struggle. Historical context of race and gender in politics. To understand Obama's speech, consider the historical context. Black men in America have long faced discrimination and oppression. They have been denied the right to vote and subjected to violence. Women, particularly black women, have also fought for equality. They have challenged norms and broken barriers in politics. Obama's speech highlighted ongoing tensions in American politics. His words remind us that the fight for equality is far from over. Section 6. The 2024 election. The stakes have never been higher. As the 2024 election draws near, the stakes have never been higher. The country is deeply divided, with many Americans feeling anxious and uncertain about the future. The outcome of the election will have profound consequences for generations to come. Obama's speech served as a reminder of the power of the black vote. Black voters, particularly black women, have consistently turned out in high numbers to support Democratic candidates. Their votes will be crucial in determining the outcome of the 2024 election. But the Democratic Party cannot take the black vote for granted. Black voters, like all voters, are motivated by a complex set of factors, including policy, identity, and a desire for change. The 2024 election will be a test of whether the Democratic Party can build a broad-based coalition that includes Black voters, young voters, and working-class voters of all races and ethnicities. Section 7. Bridging the Divide: The Path Forward for Democrats. In the wake of Obama's speech, the Democratic Party faces a critical challenge: how to bridge the divide between different constituencies and build a winning coalition. The party must find a way to address the concerns of Black voters without alienating other key groups. This will require open and honest dialogue, a willingness to listen and learn from each other. The Democratic Party must create a space where all voices are heard and valued, where differences are respected, and where common ground can be found. The path forward will not be easy. It will require courage, compassion, and a deep commitment to the principles of justice and equality, but the stakes are too high to fail. The future of American democracy depends on the ability of the Democratic Party to build a more perfect union,